Hello, everyone. Welcome to This Day. It is Thursday, December 9th, and we have a few meetings to tell you about today. We've got one at 9:30 this morning, which is the United Landscape Committee meeting. And then at 1:30 this afternoon, we have the Community Activities Committee meeting. Then at 4 o'clock, we have the United Resident Activities Committee. Now, these are all in the boardroom, and they are all virtual. If you'd like to follow along, you can go to LagunaWoodsVillage.com/meetings. Now on our show today, we have Jeff Parker, as he graciously gave up his spot for our sheriff that joined us on Tuesday. So we have Jeff here to give us a Laguna Woods update. And then we have Leslie Coretti, who is having an event on behalf of Wellness in the Woods. And I think you're really going to want to hear this because she's gathered a variety of different doctors together in which you can participate with. So sounds like a great event. All right, let's take a look at our weather. Well, the wait is over. We finally are having a little rain, and the rain is going to last throughout the day, on and off, but that's about it. So you get one day of taste of rain. So be careful out there if you're driving around. We, as I mentioned, we are going to have showers today, 57-48. Tomorrow, 60-45. Saturday, nice and sunny, 62-45. Sunday, 60-46. And then, oh, what do you know? We might just have some rain again on Monday, 56-49. Our sunrise this morning was at 6:44, and our sunset will be at 4:43. And because it was a rainy day, I thought we would take a look at a beautiful photo sent in by Cole, and that is Hawaii. And you know, even though they do have rain there, they always have beautiful blue skies. So thanks for sending that in. If you have a photo of a destination that you have visited or something that is Christmas related, please email it to lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. All right, when we come back, we will have Jeff Parker with a Laguna Woods Village update, so stick around.
For more than 30 years, Active Care has been providing the highest level of care to residents with Alzheimer's or other memory loss. We specialize in memory care. That's our sole focus. With 3 levels of care and an engaging activity program, Active Care enhances life for every resident every day. Our newest community, Active Care Laguna Hills, will open this fall. We're now accepting reservations. Call 949-877-8233 to learn more.
Primary care is our first interaction with the healthcare system, but most people don't visit their physicians due to long lines, waiting periods, and moving from lab to lab. At Cure Medical, we bring healthcare straight to your doorstep. Our modern, upscale mobile clinics provide services such as prevention and wellness plans, annual exams, lab work, blood tests, and more. Give us a call today to learn more and schedule your next appointment. Cure Medical, close to home, far from ordinary.
By staying home, the community of Orange County has made a difference. But doing so shouldn't mean putting your own health at risk. Hogue wants you to know that safe, quality care is available. Don't ignore or delay the medical attention you need. From routine checkups to revolutionary treatments, Hogue is here for you, just as we have been for almost 70 years. Like no other time before, your healthcare choices matter. Get the care you need from the name you trust.
Welcome back. Well, we have Jeff Parker here with a Laguna Woods Village update. Well, welcome. How are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Staying
Thank
dry?
you for having me. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, staying dry. It's nice to see a little bit of rain, but for one of the topics I was going to mention is we're still in a drought. Don't get fooled by just a quarter-inch rain that's going to solve our problem. So want to encourage people to conserve their water usage and be careful out there relative to that, because we've been in a drought for a couple of years. We're still in a drought, and we hope we can get some more rain. That would be nice.
Well, yeah, I mean, the snowpack is the most important as well, because that's going to melt off and fill up the other areas that provide us our water. So yeah, and that's an ongoing thing that I know you guys are monitoring, as well as the El Toro Water District are very good about keeping us up to date. And sometimes it's a little scary, you know. I do remind myself, though, when I brush my teeth, turn that water off.
It is important because Southern California is a very desert-like environment without the water from Northern California or Arizona. So when that becomes a precious resource that starts to dry up, the impact to us is pretty significant.
Right. Now, there are a variety of things that happen in the village according to that, right? I mean, there are ways that they can conserve, or are there things that you're already doing? Especially when it comes to landscape, I know.
There's certainly, in the fortunate thing in landscaping, a lot of our landscaping is non-potable water, reclaimed water, like the golf course, for instance. And that's a real savings for us, because obviously that's not water that people are going to use for their personal use. So that's a big savings. But really it comes down to how much resource we're going to have in the sense of the potable water people that use for their showers, for the baths, for the inside the home. Landscaping outside of the village, there are a lot of communities that don't have the reclaimed water like we do here, and we only have it in parts because not all of it. The areas are reclaimed. So we do try to be very conservative with our water usage, but we still have an environment where we want to be green and we want to have things living. So that's really the challenging balance for us.
Right. Well, hopefully we'll get more rain. I know we have one more day in next week, and maybe it'll just keep coming and coming. So
that would be nice.
All right. Well, what else do you have today?
Well, I just wanted to mention a couple things about COVID. I know we don't talk about it as much anymore, but as of yesterday, cases were 283. It's been averaging around 250 to 300 since the Thanksgiving time period. Okay. The good news is that we've seen a little bit of drop in the ICU numbers. We're at 183. Hospitalizations have been about the same, but 57 dropped below 60 in the ICUs. Right. Unfortunately, they had 13 reported fatalities. What's interesting in that one was you got 5 in skilled nursing. So that again goes back to with the COVID being as strong as it is with this Delta variant. The people that are getting it that are in the elderly age bracket, it's impacting them still very seriously, which is for us, again, talking about get your booster shot. If you've had get your shots, period, if you haven't gotten the shot. But on top of that, get your booster shot. And the one thing I wanted to mention about that is Orange County Health is now doing a home care program, where you can contact them and they will actually come out to your home if you're homebound and you can't get out. Okay. And other than that, all of the Rite Aids, the CVS's, everybody has the shot. So it's easily available compared to when we first started rolling these things out. So that's the good news. With regards to the village area, which is the city of Laguna Woods, we're at 575 cases, which is up about 10 in the last couple of weeks. And our number of people that unfortunately have passed away is at 59, which is about 3 higher than it was a couple of weeks ago. So, and that may be related to, again, that where you see those 5 people who were in, because our neighboring, because we have a few skilled nursing. We do have that in our neighboring area. So it's not necessarily the village. Again, it's Laguna Woods address that we're talking about. Right. Okay. But the one thing I wanted to mention is when you look at our zip code, and this, again, kudos to everybody out there, we only have 1.7% case rate per 100,000. So we're one of the lowest still. And I think that's because of the fact that everybody made the effort originally to get vaccinated, come to our programs, or get vaccinated on their own. And that certainly has made things just flow a lot easier and safer.
Exactly. Well, they paved the way for other communities to follow, for sure. So.
I do want to mention one thing with that is still consider getting your flu shot, still important, and wearing the mask program. We still do it operationally. All of our employees are still wearing masks. So I wanted to indicate to the residents, be aware of that. that's a requirement of our employees. Don't come in and say, well, I need you to take off that mask. Our employees are required to do that. It's safety for them. And what we have found is we continue to see the kind of as we did last year, a reduction in the amount of flu that is spread because our employees are not spreading it because they're wearing masks, or they're not coming in because of they're being aware of when they feel sick or something, stay home.
Exactly.
And so all of that combined, I think, has made us a healthier environment here in the village.
Right. Excellent. Well, that's perfect. Good news. Good news. Speaking of employees, how has I was talking to Recreation last week, and there was some discussion about actually hiring some of the residents, and that's going pretty well.
So we are looking at different positions that we have in the organization. We were able to hire some residents to help with some of our clubhouses. The good news is we've hired a few. The bad news is the residents sometimes look at the job and think, that would be fun to work there. Then they realize that it's a lot of lifting and heavy lifting. And so unfortunately, a couple people have not been able to continue.
Okay.
But we're still looking for that. The other thing that we're researching right now is maybe we can do some job sharing coming down the road. So we're looking at certain positions, maybe clerical positions in that as an example, or where we, instead of having one full-time person, we might be able to do a job share where somebody works in the morning, somebody works in the afternoon. Then we could get more residents involved with that type of activity as well.
Okay.
So that's a possibility. So we're trying to do our best to get more and more people. A fact that came out yesterday that we were talking about with our HR department is that we have almost 10% unemployment in California, and yet there are more jobs available than there are people on unemployment. So the fact that there are more jobs out there, but people aren't taking them, is a new trend that we didn't see pre-pandemic.
No.
And so that's they call it the resignation tsunami, I guess, in that sense. And so a lot of people, I think, are hesitant about going back because they got to the point where maybe some of them were working at home.
Yeah.
And now they have to go back in the office, and they don't want to do that.
Right.
And so we're juggling all of that when we're in our hiring practice right now, which is pretty interesting and a challenge to get people hired.
Exactly. It is interesting, because then you think, well, how the heck are they able to live in the state of California if they don't have a job? So it's definitely baffling.
That's a challenge for sure, because obviously the cost of living and rents and everything are continuing to go up.
Yeah.
And so I don't know the answer to that, but we continue to work really hard on our recruitment process and getting, using all the tools that we can to see if we can fill the positions.
Good. Well, the more the merrier at this point.
One more thing I wanted to mention, or a couple more things I wanted to mention real quick, is I mentioned it last time we were here. On January 4th, we kick off our circuit training class, the new circuit training class, and registration starts on the 21st for that. It's going to be a 4-week program, and it'll be Tuesday and Thursday nights at 5 p.m. at the gym. So that'll be a nice new program that we'll have. Yeah. So just wanted to let people know, starting on the 21st, get ready to register for that class.
Okay.
And it'll start on the 4th of January.
Perfect.
And last thing I wanted to mention, I know that we sent out an email just acknowledging the fact that I'm retiring in February, and I just wanted to tell all the residents out there that I'll still be around for a little bit, so you're still going to see me on TV for a little bit. But I do want a couple people have sent in emails, and I just want to say thank you to everybody that's sent in their comments.
All right. Well, we still get to see you at least once a week. So
that's right.
We'll have you on for a little bit more.
For a few more times.
Okay. All right, good. Well, thank you for the information. We appreciate it, and we will see you next week.
Sounds great.
All right. And if you want more information about all the things that we've discussed, of course, COVID-related, you could always go online, as well as be able to find more information online through lagunawoodsvillage.com. We'll be right back.
At Norm Reeves Honda Superstore Irvine, we want to buy your car. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1, we come to you. On-site professional appraisals now available at your home or office. 2, you come to our dealership just minutes away for an on-the-spot appraisal. 3, value your car online at normreeveshondairvine.com. It's your choice. Plus, you get paid in 1 day or less. At Norm Reeves Honda Superstore in the Irvine Auto Center, we will buy your car.
Welcome back. Well, today I am joined by Leslie Coretti on behalf of Wellness in the Woods, and she has a very exciting event coming up. Well, Leslie, thank you for joining me.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for having me.
Now, we always have lots of different doctors on this day, as well as your health. And, it's super important to be able to ask them lots of questions. And you have a great event that is coming up where you're going to have lots of different doctors from a variety of different areas. So really, this is a nice thing that you put together because people can come, they can ask questions and get firsthand answers, which I just love. So tell me a little bit about, the event and why you decided to do it.
Okay, well, this is kind of an event that we have done several times in the past, and it has been so popular for the exact reason that you said, because people actually sit with the doctors, one doctor at a time, and they can ask any question they want. And every 15 to 20 minutes, we ring the bell and the doctors scurry to another table.
Oh.
And then they get a chance to ask the next doctor specific questions. So when in, this world, do we have 2 hours to ask a variety of doctors any question that we want? Mm. And they're just there not to lecture at us, but to answer our questions.
I think that's amazing. And I'm glad you're able to do this. And so give me an idea of what kind of doctors you're going to have.
Okay. All right. So first of all, we're going to have a variety of areas. For instance, we'll have an acupuncturist who specializes in herbal medicine as well. So that's kind of for people who are looking for something more holistic. We'll also have a foot doctor who specializes in fibromyalgia.
Ah, good.
And, that's a great one because I know a lot of people are having pain and issues in that area. Then we'll have a holistic doctor as well. We'll have a general practitioner. Mm-hmm. We will have another doctor who does research on stem cell. Mm. And what I hear is that he is going to be able to offer this through Medicare now.
Oh, nice.
So that's really interesting. Let me see. We'll also have an eye doctor, a chiropractor, a rehabilitation movement specialist.
Wow.
And I'm expecting maybe 1 or 2 more doctors to reconfirm, for the event as well. So I'm hoping to have 10 doctors from all different areas so that we can get all of our questions answered.
Man, that is a lot to cover. And you said that they're going to go around from table to table. So they're just going to switch. Right. So how many people per table?
Depending upon, we don't want more than 6 people per table.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to, go for 5 per table plus the doctor. Mm-hmm. And if we get an overflow of people, which would be nice, we will have a maximum of 6, and then we will, add on 1 table.
Okay.
So, and in last year that we did this, which was before COVID,
yeah,
we ended up with 13 doctors and 12 tables. And it was so funny because there was always one doctor out and they were all scurrying to get to the next table.
I love it. Well, this is really an exciting opportunity for people to really hone in on questions that they may have had from the last doctor visit, or something new, or something they heard. And, there's a lot of stuff that's going around, especially about COVID and variants and this and that. And so, hopefully they'll be able to talk a little bit about that as well. Is there particular guidelines that you're asking the doctors to follow, or is it pretty much a free-for-all?
It is basically, you can ask any question you want.
Okay.
And we hope they're going to answer it.
Well, that's great. You know, sometimes I go off a little bit off the beaten path and I ask some questions, and you know, most of the time the doctors are really quite candid and they can tell you how they would advise you to maybe proceed or not proceed or however it is. So I think this is really great. So let's talk about the event itself. It's going to be in Clubhouse 2.
Yes. And we are actually, we have like a pre-event bonus.
Okay.
So the actual event is from 10:30 to 12:30 at Clubhouse 2 in the main room. So we have plenty of room to put the table 6 feet apart, and we will keep some of the side doors all open for great ventilation.
Okay.
We will also open the doors at 9 o'clock earlier. We're having a specialist who's coming with some equipment that, and this equipment, I'm saying equipment, but it can fit in 2 hands, that can relieve pain. And this is basically used for people that are having serious pain in their foot. So she is from the VA, and she's going to bring, you know, multiple of these so we can all sit down and put our feet in them. And it's going to be amazing. I'm excited to try it myself, even though I don't have fibromyalgia. You know, I've had 3 surgeries on my feet in the past. And so anything that has to do with making my feet feel better, I'm really, you know, like, let's try it.
Oh, that's
and
good.
there's no additional cost to do this. It's really, really great. So I just need to know, you know, who's coming. Send me your email and your phone number so that I can make sure to be in contact with you before the event happens, so that you can be scheduled in.
Now they do need to send a check for $20 to you, and that, where should they send that to?
They should send it to 3084B via Serena North. Laguna Woods. And the check should be made out to the Professionals Club, as that's the only account. Otherwise, you know, as long as you're coming and you need to pay. So I have people just dropping at my door, you know, like, hi. And that's fine too, you know. I'm just inside of gate 8.
And if they don't catch you though, can they just put it under a mat, or do you have an envelope out?
I have a mailbox right next to my door.
All right. Perfect.
Good. So that's really easy. We are having lunch as well, and they can choose from either Italian style, which will be salad and lasagna, and tiramisu to end the day. Or they can choose the Indian, which is a mild Indian vegetarian dish. And you can add, if you're not vegetarian, you can add either tikka masala or tandoori chicken.
Yum. They both sound delicious. All of it sounds good. I think I'm hungry. It all sounds great. Well, God, what a great feat for you to be able to get all of these doctors under one roof. I'm very proud of you. That is an awesome feat. Just like you said, you've done it before, but thank goodness you can do it again, and everybody can get together in Clubhouse 2, and that's on December 14th.
Yes.
Okay. Is there a cutoff as to when they can, you're not going to take anybody else?
Well, I cannot take anyone else after the 10th of December.
Okay.
Yeah. Perfect. So, you know, pass the word. If you have friends and you want to all sit at one table, you just need to let me know. And, you know, I'm trying to keep people together with people they know. And, you know, I think it's going to be a great event. I'm looking forward to it.
It sounds awesome. Well, thank you, Leslie. We appreciate it. And good work out there.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. If you want more information about this event, you can always email Leslie at lesliecaretti@yahoo.com. We'll be right back.
Freedom Village Skilled Nursing offers rehabilitation after surgery with our team of on-site therapy professionals. We are proud that our quality care measures are recognized by Medicare. We support you with your recovery with a caring staff and registered nurses around the clock. Freedom Village Skilled Nursing is conveniently located near 3 hospitals, open to the public, and offers private Serenity suites. Call today to experience first-class care for your loved one.
Welcome back. Just a few announcements to remind you that this weekend is packed full of fun. We have It's a Wonderful Life that's being put on by the Old Pros, and it is a live radio play, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. A lot of folks that you know that are going to be doing lots of great stuff. It is Friday, December 10th at 7, Saturday, the 11th at 7, and Sunday, the 12th at 2 p.m., and you can get tickets, $12 and $15 at the Performing Arts Center. If you want more information, you go to ocoldpros.org. Then next Wednesday, December 15th, from 9 to 10:30 at the United Methodist Church, the Saddleback Church of Laguna Woods is sponsoring a grocery distribution. So Merry Christmas. They wanted me to let you know about that, and it is a drive-through situation where you just pull up, you go ahead and get your groceries, and you drive off. So very nice of them to do that, and that was next Wednesday, the 15th. Then the following week, the 16th, at Clubhouse 5, there is going to be the Holiday Show, and it's an original musical by the Theater Guild, and that is going to be a load of fun. And if you want more information about that, you will contact Theater Guild LW at outlook.com. All right, let's take a look at our weather. As I mentioned, we are going to be looking at rain throughout the day, on and off, so be careful out there when you are driving slick roads. There's a live shot of those clouds moving very fast, but we are looking at showers today and temperatures of 57-48, tomorrow 60-45, Saturday 62-45, Sunday 60-46, and then again Monday we have another chance of showers, that 56-49. Have a great day in the village. We'll be right back here again tomorrow at 9 a.m. Have a nice dry day if you can. Bye-bye.
Hi, my name is Rob Miller, and I'm a 60-year-old 4-time cancer survivor. I also compete in CrossFit and have been for a number of years at the international level. I've been using Super Immunity for quite some time. This is truly what aids in my recovery and really keeps me walking every day.
Visit getimmunity.com for a buy one, get one limited time offer on your first purchase of Variety Pack or Traveler Pack of Super Immunity. You may also visit these fine retailers and ask for Super Immunity.
I would like my patient to have a very positive experience. One that they feel comfortable, they feel it's a safe environment. For me, I feel a personal relationship is the most important, more than the actual dentistry itself. I can earn their trust and they can feel comfortable, and it allows me to do my job the best. And that means a lot to me.
Santa Claus is coming to town. Oh, he sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're away. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus